Morning guys, welcome back to the One Auto channel. My name's Rob. Got here behind me this one. It's a Toyota Avensis. It's a 2 litre diesel. It's 2007. It's a T3S model, if that makes any difference. Lady's come in, she said she was driving along, just turning into a car park, and you heard something go bang with quite some force, brought it into me, checked it out, broken coil spring. Let's show you. So the first visual inspection when the lady came in, couldn't really see a lot. Until I ran my hand around the bottom of the spring and I could feel a dip. See if we can get you a shot of that. There it is. Right there, guys. Okay, let's get this thing changed. Okay, so what we've got to do here, disconnect anti-roll bar linkage. We've got to get this strut off. We do that by undoing the two 21mm nut and bolts, one there, one there. There's a bracket for the ABS wire around there with a 12mm bolt, so the whiz there's undone now. Okay, first things first. Bit of a wire brush, try and get rid of some of this crud. And a little spritz of your favourite cologne. Right, let's try that 12mm first for the bracket. Super duper. Freeze that from the leg. 17 for the linkage. Okay, that's spinning. Got a flat on the back to get a span on. Let's have a look. Doesn't look like it. The best ones I find for doing these, I've got this set of long nose vice grips that I've had for years, and they're just good for going up behind and just pinching the back of it. Just like that. Okay, what I like to do as well, I just like to undo the drive shaft nut here. It's a 30mm multi-hex socket, so I like to do that because as we undo these, we're going to tilt this hub swivel assembly down, and I like to push the drive shaft back. You can try and do it, but sometimes you end up pulling the drive shaft. We don't want to do that, so this is just the way I prefer to do it. Just like that. It just lets that drive shaft to push in and out, so we can swivel it down nicely. Alright, now for the two bolts for the strut, 22mm. I might have said 21 in the beginning, it was definitely 22. One bolt. Bolt through. Give it a wiggle. And then just minding your wires. Just let it drop and fall back down. Push your drive shaft through a bit. And we're happy like that. So what we're going to have to do, we'll just tie maybe some cable ties just around here, around this piece of subframe mounting, while we remove the strut. There we go. Cable tie safety harness installed. This is where the suspension leg is. We've got to undo these three 12mm nuts, and then we can lower it down. just take the weight where you take the last one off. Then drop it out. And out she comes. You can see that break there, just there. There you go. Okay, so I've got my strut mounted in my spring compressor. You can do it with these clamps if you've got some. I do have a pair. I did used to use them before I got one of these, where they just clamp the spring. They're not that safe. You've got to be very, very wary. This thing so far has never let me down. So it's in there, we'll compress this spring and then we'll undo the nut on the top. Okay, cool. Get the little rubber off the top there. And we've got a 19mm to spin off. There's an Allen key in there. We could hold and use it if this won't do it. We're in luck, guys. This is good though, because it had a cap on and there's plenty of grease that's been put on this, so it's going to come undone nice and easy. It's when they don't have and it's got corrosion, then you can have a struggle. But we've come lucky with this one. Now we can just remove this top section like so, and in there you've just got your top bearing on your mounting there. There's a bump stop and your rubber gaiter. So keep hold of the strut and let the pressure off. And there's our busted bit. Nice. Okay, so on your new spring, you've got a small end and a large end. The large end just goes down on the base there, sits down there on the strut, like so. So now what we've got to do is compress this all the way down so we can get that top mounting and nut back on. Okay, so my strut and spring are located into my spring compressor. Let's get this thing compressed. Started. Yep, started, good. Just get this zipped up. Lovely. That's better. I've just put that back in. I realised the rubber wasn't seated properly at the top, so I pressed it back in, shifted it around a bit. Great, so put the cap back on as well. Let's get it back on. There. tighten those to factory spec. That was it. So we'll get it back together, cut the cable tie already. So get this lined up. If you do it on the floor, just put a jack underneath it. I'm on the lift, so I've got the transmission jack. Just under the ball joint, just gently, just to get that back up, get these bolt holes aligned. A little collar there. We've got to clean it down with a hammer and a punch into that groove. Just gently with your locking wheel nut, we'll torque these up on the ground. So 103 Newton meters, do not lubricate the nuts or the studs. That's the Avensis sorted, lovely on road test. We'll get the other spring done in the new year. We're about 2 days away from Christmas. The lady's on the travel, so we said we'd do this one now. The expense of Christmas and everything, she'll get the new one done in the new year. Being as we are near Christmas, Merry Christmas, guys. If you're watching this and it's not Christmas, I hope you had a good Christmas. If it's your birthday, no, that's somebody else's line. Anyway, thanks for watching. If you like what you saw, please subscribe to the channel, click the logo just there, and we'll see you next time. Cheers.